another Dear Piggy YouTube video. So this one is another extra one. We are going to be talking about iframes and using the iframe tag in our local files. So the iframe tag is known as the YouTube tag. So previously we talked about our video tag, which we could download videos and whatnot. The iframes one, we can just take a YouTube link, modify it a bit, and then use it. So without further ado, this should be a quick video. Let's go ahead and get started. So I am going to create my web page first. So what I want to do is I'm going to right click, new, text document, and then say my web page, and then change it so that it is a HTML file. So HTML. Okay, yes, so now that process was really fast. If you don't understand it, go ahead and watch the video about creating files locally. I'm going to open it with my notepad. Now it's empty, and so I need to go to my Replit and then copy the starter code over. So I did all of that in supersonic speed, but hopefully it makes some sense. I just created my local file and pasted some starter code. Now a couple things about the iframe tag. All it is iframe, and then we're going to do iframe, but there is a little bit of difference. Instead of putting all of our code in here like we would usually do, we're not going to do that. We're going to put all of our important stuff over here. So it's going to go inside our iframe, first iframe open tag, like this. It's going to go inside here. A couple things we need are source. We also need a height, and we also want a width. Okay, so that is the format of our iframe tag. Looks a little different, but it's okay. So now we're going to talk about using our YouTube links and modifying them. There are a couple of things we do have to change for our YouTube video links, and so I want to talk about that. So let me go ahead and get rid of some of this. This is a random Peppa Pig video that I realized the copyright permissions don't let it work. So one video that does work, and I've tried this on YouTube, is the Dear Piggy video about creating files locally. So I'm going to use this video as my example right now. I'm going to click on it, and it's my videos. What we're going to do is I'm going to copy this link. So go to the very top in the taskbar. I'm going to copy it, Control-C, bring it back into my notepad, and then we are going to, I'm going to actually put it in my, I'm going to put it in my sticky note here. This is my original link. Now, there's a couple of things to talk about for YouTube links. All YouTube links have an ID, and the ID format is youtube.com/watch?v equals and then the ID. Well, what do you guys spot in this link? You see watch?v equals and then a bunch of random things. This over here, which is underlined, is our YouTube link ID. So what we're going to do is the real iframe format should look like the following. It should look like this: https://youtube.com/embed/ID. So how we're going to modify this is we're going to bring it down. We're going to get rid of everything, the watch part. We're going to say embed/ and then the ID. So notice we got rid of all of this junk here. Oops, sorry. We got rid of all of this junk, changed it to embed, added a /, and then we're done. Okay, so we've modified our YouTube link. This is the final product of what it should look like. So let me copy this, bring it back into my notepad, and we're going to stick it in the source. Height, width, we all know that. Let's just go with height 300, width 400, and save. There we go. So now let me go ahead and run it. So I'm going to double click on my HTML, and it'll bring me to a Replit. Now, this, notice, has a YouTube link popped up. So when I click it, it says an error occurred. Please try again later. That's kind of weird. It should work considering the fact that this usually does work for this video. If not, that's okay. This happens all the time when you get a playback error video. All it means, guys, is that you just have to find a new video. Not all videos will work this way. So we're going to give it a second, and I'm going to go find a video that works. that lets it play on our REPL, okay? All right, guys, so after messing around for a little while, I realized that the problem with the link was that I had my video started at a certain time. So if you take a look, this was the original link we used. It said and t is equal to 123s, which meant that I had it at 123 seconds, which is not correct. I need the very original plain link. So this is the original plain link, and as you can see here, this is the original plain link. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to get rid of this link, and I'm going to copy this one. Again, this is the right link, and then bring it back in. So, okay, guys, so after lots of trial and error, apparently I didn't save it correctly or whatnot, but we are back in, and this one currently, let's run it again, and I changed the height and the width a little bit, and this one shows up correctly. So this is what the YouTube iframe link should look like. It should have this video over here, then when you run it, it plays just like a normal YouTube video. Okay, so there was a lot of different stuff going on in this video, but basically important key things: find a YouTube link, modify it so that you have the ID and you use the keyword embed. And then, important note, a lot of you guys are going to find videos that don't work. Reason being, there are a lot of copyright issues on the internet all over the place right now, which is totally okay. All it takes is a lot of trial and error and looking for the right video. And if you don't find a video that works, you can always go to DearPiggy and find the one that says creating files locally. Okay, so that was the first part of our video, iframe video, and we are going to talk a little bit more about parameters and start and end times in the next one.